Hello, my name is 𝗗𝗶𝗹𝘆, and today we are going to chant 𝗗𝗶𝗶𝗀𝗀𝗆 mantra. It's a beautiful mantra of healing and boosting immunity, raising the vibration. Mantra which, with its sacred sounds of Sanskrit, really raises the frequency. And there are a lot of cases where when it is repeated millions of times, it helps healing from some really difficult diseases which are seen to be uncurable. This mantra helps also feel confident in life, trust life, and helps releasing the fear of death, which is built in our instinct, one of our basic instincts for survival. So it helps release this fear as well. Chant from the belly, not from the throat. So for the full effect, pay attention to your belly, inhale, and let your whole body be a musical instrument. Then chant more from within and less audible. So that, let's say, 90% is chanted from within and 10% out loud, so that you feel the vibration of it fully with your full heart. Close your eyes, keep your spine erect. Inhale, and we'll start. Om 𝗚्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् 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 Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityurmukshiyamamrita. Stay with this feeling within. Feel the vibration in your body. The rejuvenating effect, even in just a short time. You can rub your palms, cover your eyes. Inhale, and when you're ready, open it. Open your eyes. Look at how powerful it is when we go within, along with the sacred sounds and Sanskrit, right? This is a famous mantra and very, very powerful. And now we're going to move to the other part of the body. This is our spine. And to realize how important and how powerful actually it is, the fact that we stand vertically, that our spine is standing vertically, and our energy is actually vertical. So we are in 360 degrees around our spine. And today, if you feel stressed, I know a lot of people ask how to deal with stress. What should I do to deal with stress? How to calm my mind? My head is like heating, or as if it's going to break. Something like that. As if the brain is going to burst and the heart is going to explode. So such symptoms are actually reflections of really, really upset mind and restlessness. Restlessness is nothing new. It has been here on earth for a long time. And restlessness is something that every common person encounters. This is also a sign of times. We have sign of times where the vibration of the earth is changing, and who can catch up with that, who can get in tune, in synchronicity with that, will feel the vibration of love within the heart. Who can tune to that will feel this 7.83 hertz frequency in the heart, and consciously getting in tune with it. We can tune with it with practices like unconditional love, doing some service. Another thing is actually emptying ourselves as much as possible. The key point is in emptying ourselves, in emptying from within, which means letting go, unhooking from our past impressions, past emotions, so that there is no hangover from it. In these times, we are witness that the time is speeding up. So even events and changes are speeding up. And that's also what causes restlessness. Then we are not isolated beings. There are planets around, and their constellations, their movements and relations with other planets and stars also affect us. Yes, like moon is affecting women every month. So sun is affecting us. So this is something obvious. They're invisible. There are also invisible effects on us. And to keep our awareness and calmness on a certain level, the best thing would be to come down, come back to our body, come back to our heart center, and feeling the vibrations of our own body coming to that first, to bring us to the present moment. Feel your heartbeat, Then feel your breath, how you inhale, how you exhale. And apart from these two, when you get used to it, you can start feeling and observing your thoughts. Don't try to push away your thoughts. Don't try to put them in order, because they will fight against, they will struggle and rebel, and that there is possibility that they will win. So actually what you need to do is to observe them without judgment, without suppressing them. Just let them be, whatever they are, whatever they come. Recognize that the thoughts are there. Recognize that your feeling is there, whatever it is. Good, bad, or ugly, it doesn't matter. Just witness it, recognize it, watch it, observe it, as if it is on some screen, without adding any emotion to it, and without taking it into some next moments, into the future. Just be with yourself, paying attention to yourself, to your body, and these amazing functions in your body which go smoothly, which run smoothly without you asking you to manage them. They are just self-manageable and do everything on their own. So when you do this, you can then pay attention to your spine, and apart from breathing, try to breathe vertically from the bottom of your spine up to the top of your head, so that you shift from the paying attention and from functioning in the frontal lobe, which we usually do, you move back to the central axis of your body. When you move to the central axis of your body, then you stabilize yourself. Your perception changes. Your awareness changes. And with regular practice for days and months, you can start with 21 days as a challenge. Then if you manage it, then prolong it in 41 days. And if you manage even that, you can prolong it to 3 months. And then you can prolong it even more. And you will get used to it. It will become subconscious. Your dimension will change. Dimension of how you perceive things. Like when you sit, you have certain perspective. You see the room and the furniture around you or the nature around you in a certain manner. But when you stand up, the picture is totally different. If you climb the mountain or climb, let's say, to the 10th floor, the picture is again different. The space that you can cover with your vision, with your sight, is larger. You are more aware. And with that bigger awareness, you understand better what is happening, both within you and around you. So this is breathing from the bottom of your spine to the top of your head. You can breathe in. And exhale from the top of your head to the bottom of your spine. Even if you're driving and, for example, you stop at the traffic light, while you're driving, pay attention to the driving. But when you stop at the traffic light, instead of getting angry that it is red and that you need to stop while you were maybe in a hurry or just don't like stopping, just remember your spine and keep that calmness. Practice on such a small thing like a red light on the traffic light. So you count from 50 seconds, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45. Just breathe in from the bottom of your spine to the top of your head. And breathe out from the top of your head to the bottom of your spine. 35, 34, 33, etc. And keep breathing like that up until the green light turns on. You will see how it goes. Practice also in some other parts of the day. Practice this because there is really strength in breathing vertically and focusing on our spine, focusing attention on this really, really stable pillar in our body. This is not only pillar of the skeleton. This is not only pillar of the body in that physical manner. This is pillar of light. This is called pillar of light, or our stairways to heaven. Actually, it is the spine, and through the spine, through which we can reach even the highest awareness if you feel like aspiring to it. But even if you don't, just the immediate effect and the effect of practicing breathing vertically is your calmness and resistance to stress. And that's really amazing, because when you are resistant to stress, you deal with it very skillfully, with this inner management, with this new mind style and practice with yourself. With this new skill, you can then, and your calmness then reflects on the people around you. You will realize how at least 10 people around you feel your calmness, and that something shifted within you. But you need to be consistent, really, because I can talk, but you need to practice it. You can know the information, but it is not useful if it just stays somewhere in the folder of your brain. Like if I bring you water, you need to be thirsty to drink. If I bring you food, you actually need to be hungry to eat. If I bring you bed, you actually need to be sleepy to be able to use the bed. So keep practicing that. Then moving attention from the bottom of your spine to the top of your head is not only useful for that, you can keep on and continue with focusing your attention from within to the third eye. What happened, and what happens sometimes, is that people actually energize from this inner side, this point at the, between your eyebrows, above your eyebrows, in the middle of the head, the third eye, from within, and it gets energized. But then if you keep energizing it like that, you may start feeling uncomfortable. Even some saints on Himalayas meditated on this third eye from within. They wanted to really, really stay and energize it maximally. And what happened is sometimes they over-energize it. So keeping that in that state, for hours, what happened to them? They became like paralyzed, like frozen in that state. So when you actually practice this breathing through the spine, and when you're breathing through the spine, you cannot overdo it. You can never overdo it. You can just give energy. Actually, it spontaneously goes to your third eye as much as is needed. So this is a better way, and Mohanji suggests that, because in that way, but through breathing vertically, your spine gets energized and cleansed. A lot of, let's say, blockages who get accumulated, a lot of heaviness, which comes down, which accumulates at the bottom of your body, usually in this first chakra and second chakra, all kinds of heaviness, feeling of guilt, weight, a feeling of fear, all kinds of suppressions, fear for survival, especially this fear for survival instinct. So all of this heaviness gets accumulated there. When you breathe vertically, it comes up and gets cleansed. So even if some emotion comes out, it is good because it gets released from the bottom of your body up. It gets released and goes away. So you can through that, you with your breath actually wash away a lot of blockages, by practicing it regularly. Not only that you stabilize, but you can also wash away certain energy blockages. This is very useful if you're just able to practice. It is so simple, because this heaviness which accumulates down keeps controlling you. Energetically, it keeps controlling you. So maybe you think in one way, but the state of your body may be in another way. Just being, let's say, a slave to your impressions, and slave to even your agenda for life, which we call karma, right? We become a slave of our unfulfilled desire, our impressions from who knows when. Like we are in armor of steel, huge steel, which is heavy. And then we are lying on a magnet. Imagine how it pulls you down. It pulls you horizontally, and you run in a circle of patterns of thoughts, patterns of words and events, encountering similar people and similar events in life. And then when you meet a master, then you sit. You imagine to come off the ground where you were glued to, where you were stuck like through a magnet, like a huge armor of steel to a magnet, and then you sit. So at least you're not completely stuck there. But then from sitting position, this huge heavy armor of steel pulled by this magnet of, on the earth, of karma to the earth, there is really huge effort, conscious effort. So if you're an aspirant for truth and really would like to raise your awareness much higher, then there is really a conscious effort needed to practice even more, to discriminate what is that is pushing you back and what is pulling you up, pulling you to lightness, what is elevating you, what is making you light and higher and unburdened. So this is one part of it. So when you have balance, when you have a new understanding, look how life will be. With different eyes, you see the world differently. So it's not the world that changed the color then. It is actually your perspective, like the glasses on your eyes. The color of glasses on your eyes changes. This is it. Well, you really, really appreciate yourself. Spend time with yourself daily. Try to set the alarm clock if necessary, and really remind yourself. It would be best if you could do it early in the morning, from 3 to 6, if you want to schedule it really, really seriously. If you take it seriously, you can schedule your set your alarm clock between 3 and 6, and then practice this vertical breathing in that period of time, the most subtle part of the day, which we call the also sattvic time, the most subtle part of the day. Then from 6 to 3 p.m. it's dynamic part, which calls action. In Sanskrit, it is called rajas. And from 3 p.m. until 3 a.m., the thickest, the most, the heaviest part of the day with the heaviest energies is then. So practices like this have the least effect during that time. And our inclinations to be slave to our mind, to be slave to our pleasures, all kinds of things like that. So the probability of us being a slave to that is higher from 3 p.m. until 3 a.m. If you are aware of this, then you can start guiding yourself how you want to be. The more you are within, and breathe vertically, the more control actually you have of your own time, the more awareness of your body and of your day. You can become better even at time management during the day, and how you deal with events and people around you will drastically improve. Yes, this would be all from me for today. And I wish you lots of love.